because I find it toxic. And I've seen so many demotivated students in my life, and I don't want to see any more. If you this broken, almost broken spirited person who comes to you and says, I can't make it. I'm not going to make it. I have to quit, or I have to move to a different station in life, and I'm really disappointed. And I would love to just dispel these myths so that people could come in, give it a good go at academia if that's what they really want to try, and feel not bad about themselves afterwards. Look back and say, I got great training, I got this great social network.
Yes, I feel like that was my mission for the last 5 years as well. I feel like I failed at that mission,
Oh,
and I've decided that that's just a journey everyone needs to figure out for themselves.
maybe.
Uh, uh,
But destigmatizing things is not that bad a thing to do. Like it's worth it.
it's you. Okay, so I don't even know how to phrase this, because I think you're coming from a very genuine, good place. Now you're like, oh my god, she's going to attack me, but I'm not. I'm not. But even the way that you say certain things, like from the perspective of someone in the system, you're like, you don't have, academia is not the only place where you can have a fulfilling job. There are people, in companies that have fulfilling jobs, and so you're acknowledging all of these things. But like from me on the outside now, it's just like crazy that you even need to say this. The thing that needs to happen, that I don't think you'll be able to do, well, I don't know if you can change anything in the academic system to change it, but what happens, like the way that the progression happens is, you in academia, when you're a student, you respect the people above you, and so you value their opinion. And then as you're slowly, going out into the real world, you meet, at first, everyone you meet, they're like, oh my god, you're a PhD or whatever in physics, but you don't appreciate their appreciation of you, because you don't respect them, and
Yes.
you only appreciate the respect from the people you respect. But then as you spend more and more time in the real world, you start to gain a lot of respect for what everybody else is doing, and as you gain more respect for them, then like the respect that they have for what you're doing like actually starts to mean something, and then you can start doing other things that people respect, that like are not necessarily the things that are respected in academia. I don't even know how to like articulate
No,
this
no,
very,
I think that came across perfectly clearly. Yeah.
but it's
It,
this
you know,
very,
you know,
and so,
I
and
think
by now that I think about I think about the things that I'm doing in my life, and maybe there are people still in academia who look at those and they don't respect what I'm doing, and I don't care, like, because I don't
yeah,
care what you professor who, like, because I don't really respect what you're doing. I mean, I respect what you're doing, Tobias, of course, and I
thanks.
do respect, but at the same time, it's I don't respect that more than what a lot of other
Yeah,
people in the real world are doing. So I kind of like don't care what they think, because a
yeah,
lot of other people think that what I'm doing is great, and I respect those people. And so, but it takes a long time for you to not hold the professors in such high regard.
right.
Yeah.
See, I would that's a key point. Like for some reason, humans like to choose guides for themselves, right? The
Mhm.
people you respect, as you were saying. I don't know why humans do this, but they want to put people on a pedestal
Mhm.
and develop their value systems according to what other people say. And be careful who you put on that pedestal is sort of rule number one, right? I don't know. Maybe you can't help it, right? Maybe you just fall in love with people, right? Maybe you just fall in love with your guiding figures,
Yeah.
and
And so I guess the point I was trying to make is, I think the reason why you won't be able to change anything is because you've internalized the system.
Mhm.
And I think even as much as you might try and tell your students that the things out there, you can also have a fulfilling life out in the real world, I think you don't truly believe it. Like, you believe it intellectually, but you don't believe it in your gut. And
Yeah.
and so I
But
think,
it's even worse than
like,
that. Like I just can't imagine it, right? I've never lived out
yeah,
there, so it's not
right.
that I
And
don't believe it. It's that I can't even like. What does it even mean to exist outside of my
yeah,
life?
right. And so I think you mean really well, and probably there are things you can do to make positive change, but ultimately it's just up to every individual to go through that really painful process and come out the other
Ah,
side.
don't tell me this, Aggie.
And I
Yeah.
often see it as very similar to leaving a cult. and
Yeah.
I don't want to be one of those, oh, academia is a cult. Like, I don't mean it in this very,
No, I get that.
like,
Yeah,
but there are a lot of elements that are very, very similar. And it's just very, when you're on the inside, it's very difficult to imagine what it's like on the outside. But then once you're on the outside, you're like, oh my God, like I
yeah.
was in there and I thought all those things. That's crazy. Those people are crazy. So,
Interesting. Yeah. Well, okay. So I'll have to then, therefore, accept that people have to go through this process of despair and rebirth,
and
right? This
rebirth, yeah,
resurrection, the
yeah,
resurrection,
yeah.
um,
And
and that's also a good thing, in maybe a healthy part of growing up.